Hey, hey, planner friends, it's Hope with Hope's Plans. So, in today's video, we are going through this big book of everything. I have been asked several times to do a video on how I use it and what I use it for. So, let's get started. In my orange binder here is my Stology, and I use the big book in conjunction with my Stology. So things are written twice or more, depending on if I need to remember them or not. So I'm going to put this aside so we can talk about the big book. And before I forget to mention, I hope you hit the subscription button, the notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up. If you have any questions regarding anything that I have in my book, please leave a comment and I'd be happy to answer. So this book came from Office Max. It is a Tool brand and it's in navy blue and it has 2-inch Tool black disc. And I have gone through this book and reset it for the month of November. So everything is nice and fresh in it. Let's open it up. The front page or the front cover has one big pocket with 2 smaller pockets, and I don't really keep anything in these pockets. I do have an indexing page, which I have yet to fill out, but I'm going to. And I have a mixture of Happy Planner and Tool brand note pages. I just use the first few pages for brain dumping or anything I need to remember that needs to go into the rest of the book. And then I have a Happy Planner cover, and this is just to, I don't know, house any sticky notes or any tabs that I have. They're just kind of hanging out. First tab will be my yearly calendar. I do have, sorry if there's a bunch of bouncing around here. I have fun holidays. This is just holidays that I want to remember, and it does go through January through December, and I printed this from Amplify Planner. This is an envelope from Happy Planner. I put the money in here for my personal trainer each month. So I take money out of my bank account, put it in here, and then every time I meet my personal trainer, it's all right here, broken down into increments that I can give her. I have a 2023 calendar, which is coming up soon. And then I have each month broken down into 2 pages. It's January through December, and this just gives me an overview of the things that I need to take care of. January, I have a Farm Bureau membership that I need to pay for. I pull my credit, if you don't know, which I'm sure you do, but you can pull your credit report 3 times, and I do mine in increments. So I will pull my first credit report for 2023 in May. I'll do it again in July and then December. That's how I remember when I'm supposed to do it, as well as like October, I have my tags due, property taxes, and I bought an annuity. So I just wanted to remember. Now this is going to be for 2023. I have not done one of these yet, but this is a perpetual calendar that I just took from a Happy Planner book that I've had laying around and not used. But I plan on doing a habit tracker, a yearly habit tracker. I'm not really sure what I'll be tracking exactly, but I thought it would be big enough just to do 4 habits per day per month. So that is all set up for 2023 there. Next tab, as you see, there's nothing here because this is just folders from Tool, and I have 2 of them here. The first one is the stickers I want to use for the upcoming month, and then the second one is just bills I have to pay or notes or something to that aspect. Now they are There's a pocket in the front and the back of both of these. My first tab section is my budget. And again, I have things that I know are due. So January through December, the things I need to pay for, birthdays that are coming up, holidays I don't want to forget. I got this from the daydesigner.com, and these are all free printables, so go check them out. I made a sinking funds page. These are just things that I'll save for at some point in time. I mean, this is pretty old. This is, I don't know, I've been doing sinking funds since 2007, I believe. So this is pretty old. So at some point in time, I've saved for every single one of these things. I have a membership and subscription page. This is from the Budget Mom. This is just things I want to remember, things that I need to pay for that are coming up, such as I have a Canva subscription, which I probably won't renew this year, Creative Fabrica, my Farm Bureau membership, which is also in my annual calendar over here. And then I did pay for an Brilliance software, but I only have to do that one time. But I wanted to remember this is when I paid for it. Then I have my credit score page. And this also came from the Budget Mom. I have my bill tracker page. I'm just trying to make sure there's nothing private on the other side. I have my vacation budget, which I have a new vacation coming up in January, so this will start being filled out shortly. And I have a sinking funds savings tracker that came from the Budget Mom. Make sure that you can see that, and you can. Now, I laminated mine, and I was just playing around with the pricing. I was playing around with my goals, the amount I want to save, the due date, how many months I have to save, well, if I have money already, and how much I want to put in there each month. Now, this is for my envelopes. First side envelopes only. I do have a second side that is also my sinking, gosh darn it, so sorry. I do have a second side, which is also for my sinking funds, but these are all in my account. And I don't know what I have in here, but my hands must have been wet because this is from a wet erase marker. And I just put how much I owe and how much I want to save per month for that. But this is all in a bank account here. Then I have my teller slips. I believe I just made this, and I have a copy of, I keep bouncing the table. I have a copy of my teller slips. If you would like a copy of it, I can post it up on my Facebook page. Please let me know. I'm going to cover this page up. This is my retirement tracker for 2022. I just put the goal amount, and then each month, can I show you that? Yes. So each month, how much I want to contribute to. So January of 2022, I wanted to contribute $7,000, and I put in the notes page where I put that money. And then I do it for every month of the year, just so I can remember where I have put that. I do have a spreadsheet or tracker so I could see where my money is going, but I stopped tracking in June because the economy sucks. And I just didn't want to know. The next few pages are investment money, where I put my money throughout the year. If I bought stocks and bonds, if I put an annuity or a CD, something like that. But I'm not going to share those pages. Then I have a weekly savings challenge, and I have a few of those. This one here you can find on my Facebook page. It is my weekly savings tracker. This I used for my embroidery machine. So each time I was able to save money, I was able to put that money away, and I tracked it on how much. So at the end of, on a Monday, I'm not explaining that very well, I get paid once a month. So I take my fund money once a month, and I if there's 4 weeks in a month, I give myself $100 per week. And then whatever I have left on Monday, so say I didn't go anywheres, I'll have $100. So then I mark $100 worth of money. And that's what I had to go towards my embroidery machine. So it goes in increments. I have 1, 5, 10, 20, 20, and 100. So I can keep track of the money I have. And then I have a vacation tracker, which you can already find on my Facebook page. And we're going to put this behind my vacation budget. Makes more sense to me to put it over there. So I have a few more trackers. This came from the Budget Mom, I believe, the wedding funds tracker. I don't know why I printed it, but I did, so I can use it for something. I do have a son who will be getting married in September, so maybe I'll use it for him. I have Somewheres Over the Rainbow savings tracker. Not sure what I'm going to use it for, but I will use it. From the Budget Mom as well. Then I have a piggy bank savings tracker. This is for new flooring in my house. And then I want to buy a new embroidery machine. So each machine here represents $100 that I have in savings. And if I have them all colored in, it will equal $5,000. I have not saved anything yet. I just discovered I want one. And how I'm going to get this money is each month I have a 52-week savings plan. However, I don't get paid weekly. I get paid monthly. So I downloaded an app that will pick numbers 1 through 52. And if there's 4 weeks in a month, I'll pick one ball per week for the weeks. So say that the ball, it's like a lotto system, shows 52. So I will say I will get $52 out of the bank, put it in my embroidery savings challenge. I'll have to do that 4 times. So I'll pick 4 balls. So say it's 52, 27, 7, and 25. And that's how much I would save for that month for my new embroidery machine. Next up is my sinking funds tracker. So this is for October. This is how much I had to start in October. And this is my descriptions. So I have property taxes, medical and dental, my Christmas fund, life insurance, birthdays. These are all sinking funds. And then how much I currently have in them if I had to take any money out, and how much I am ending with. And then I have a second page behind it, which I will use for November. So this is the current blank sinking funds. I have my no spend tracker. So each day of the month that if I don't spend any money, it gets a color, which I haven't assigned any to. Or I will put, it's color coded. So if I spend 0 money, it gets a big whopping brown. If I do spend money, it gets red and so forth, depending on the increments. I'll show more of that later. Okay, now up is my quarter and dollar challenge. On Mondays, following the weekends, whatever I have left out of my fun money goes into my dollar challenge and my quarter challenge. So as of October 24th, I was able to put $21 in it, and that money just accumulates until the end of the year, as well as my quarters. So since January of 2022, I was able to save $62.75 in quarters. That's why there is a quarter shortage, because I got them all. Here is a color coding on my expenses, or the things that I buy, which is in the wrong spot. doesn't go together at all. Where is price? How'd you get there? We're just moving things around as we are going through them. So we're going to put the no spend here. This is my November expense tracker. So this is everything that I spent, whether it's out of my bank accounts, out of my sinking funds, whatever goes here, and then it gets color coded depending on what the items are. So if I go to Joann's, it's going to have yellow. If I order something online for crafting, it gets yellow. Income gets green. Any bills that come out is going to be red, and so forth. I have my mock November budget here. And then I have the true November budget. So I always have one mock that I start at the beginning of each month, and then I have a real budget behind it. I have my monthly goal page, the things that I would like to take care of for the month. So November's focus. Focus on the things you want in the future, not the things you want now that you won't even have in the future. And I think that is so true for me because I am a spontaneous shopper. Instant gratification. So I have 3 goals for the month. I want to save $100 for my fun money. I want to make no credit card purchases and find cheap and free entertainment for the month of November. So if anybody has any suggestions on what I could do that's free or cheap, please leave them in the comment box. Next up is when I spend here, color coding, it's going to go here. And I know it's not. Let's move that too. It should be the opposite side, but I printed it the wrong way. Oops. So we're just going to go with it. I can always take it out and then color code it. And this is where my monthly calendar starts. Okay, so a successful woman is one who builds a firm foundation with the bricks others have thrown at her. Thought that was a very good quote for the month. I have all my bills on each day of the month and little boxes so I could check them off as they're being paid. This here is my cash breakdown, and this actually goes, I'm doing a lot of flip-flopping. This actually goes, oh, where is it? Where's my teller page? Right here. This actually goes here, so I can write out the teller slip for what I need, the increments. I just hand the teller slip right to the teller, and she gives me back that money. I have a food plan or a meal prepping plan. Not sure why that's in my budget, but we're going to keep it there for now. My second tab is craft projects. I have a list of all the projects I would like to take care of on my embroidery machine. I have a list of the Brilliance software parts, modulars, and the parts that I have already purchased. This way I can keep a track of how much it is, so when I'm saving my money, I can make sure I save enough. I have a crafty plans page. The reason I came up with this is because I have a lot of tabs open in my head. I have a lot of crafts that I want to take care of, and I can never remember what they are, or I even started them and not finished. So this way I can just write down the project name I started, or if I finished, any information I wanted to know, if I have the items that I need, and the items that I need to purchase, and any notes down here, as well as an action plan to get there. How to finish this craft project. And then my goal process up here. This is the first time I've used this, so hopefully it helps the tabs in my head close faster. I just have 2 sheets there to see if it works. Third tab is home projects. I have a home maintenance sheet for spring, summer, fall, and winter. I can't remember everything that I need to take care of. So this way I could just write a list of things I need to take care of depending on the season. So we are in fall. I have to have my heater cleaned because I have gas heat and central air. So I have my heater cleaned in the fall, and in the spring I have my AC unit cleaned. And then I want to remember to check the alarm batteries. And I do that typically when I change the clocks. I have a password tracker, contact list, front and back. The contact list will be bank information, my lawyer, those kind of information. So if something happens to me, my brother or my children or my partner can come in here and see who they need to contact. I want to make a clean log, which I have not done, base per day. And this is a Happy Planner dashboard page that I just printed. I made and printed. So I haven't yet listed anything yet, but anyway, that's my plan. Next one, let's see. I have nothing. Ooh, wait, what's this? Oh, I haven't made a tab yet, but I'm going to. This is for my garden. So I have this beautiful flower outside and I'm not sure how to take care of it. So I just printed some information for it so I know how to take care of that plant. I have routines. The only thing I have in here right now is book challenges. I want to read. I just don't have time. So I have not utilized these pages at all, but I didn't want to get rid of them. And it looks like I printed them from Creative Fabrica. Or at least that's what I wrote here. Movies that I've watched. This I printed. I believe you can find this on my Facebook page, but if you want it and don't have it, let me know and I'll be more than happy to send it over. Actually, I did make this. Looks like this came from 365 days of Dana.com. So go check her out. My social media. Let's see, how many tabs is that? That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm on my 6th tab. This is my social media. I do have November and December here. I believe I have January too. Yes, I got January. So my social media, which I have nothing in here yet, tells me the days that I released a video, ideas, what I want to post on Instagram. So I just have the monthly calendar, and then I have the vertical big planner. This way I can say, I don't know, I need to film, I edited something around those lines. And then I have a checklist back here. So at the beginning of each month, I go through and I make film ideas that I want to do. But if I film them, I put them in the editor. I have a playlist. I put tags, the end screen, and so forth. And I just keep checking them until I've finished it, which I've not been very good at. So I do, like I said, have December through January. And here I have 2023 calendar. Let me get to a blank page. I have 2 months per page, and it's January through December. And this is any film ideas that I have for the upcoming months. I'll write them here, and then when I release them over here. This is all January here. And then I I have a YouTube and Instagram tracker, which I haven't tracked since September 16th, but it's my tracker. I have video ideas page, and this is just where I write out different ideas, how I want to approach the video, self-care videos, and then we go into my wellness. It is what it is. I take pictures each month of the way I look in a certain dress that I wanted to wear. So that's what those are. And I write the dates of when they are. I have lost 22 pounds. Yay me. I'm getting back into my fighting weight. I have a habit tracker. I don't know if I'll be using this month. This usually goes into my everyday carry. However, I'm not going to be doing habit trackers in there because I suck at them. Don't tell nobody, but I'm horrible at habit tracking. So I'm just giving up in my everyday carry. I have a one-page calendar. This is so I can mark off the days I go to the gym. The things I want to do for my health, for me, for my wellness, and any notes that I want to list out. I have a monthly review, what I have achieved, what worked, what didn't work, do more of and do less of. This is just for me to look back at what my achievements for the month. I think us as humans, we only look at the bad things in our life. We don't really reflect on the good, or at least that goes for me. So I want to, this is a reflection page. This is how I can see you ate a bag of M&Ms, but you worked out 4 times this month. So you really deserve that bag of M&Ms, something along those lines. I have this weekly check-in page. I'm not using this, but I'm leaving it in here because I would like to do a monthly check-in. I still want to track my pounds lost, my number of workouts for the month. I'm not doing any of this. However, I am doing a starting, ending, and difference measurements. So I'm just keeping this in here to remind myself that I want to make one. Here I am keeping track of my weight per day. And each week I'll just print a new form of this. So I'm keeping my weight every day, the things that made me happy this week, my self-care activities, the things I've done this week or the things I plan on doing this week for my self-care. I do have a circle wheel. This is for my Apple Watch. If I closed all my rings or if I just closed 1 or 2, I'm just going to mark them off. My sleep tracker. I don't sleep. I get 3 or 4 hours a night, which is okay for me because I work best first thing in the morning. But then I can track, if I got one hour with the sleep, 4 hours, and so forth. I'm just going to track that. On the opposite page is my weekly journal. I have already written out what I want to write, just little prompts, because I also have a memory book that has more information. So weekly journal. So Monday, what was the most peaceful moment during the day? Tuesday, if you had another hour during the day, how would you spend it? Wednesday, what needs to change in your job for you to feel fulfilled? Thursday, how can you make tomorrow even better than today? Describe your ideal weekend. What would it include and what wouldn't include? Saturday, what is one thing you want to remember from today? And Sunday, what is something that made you laugh today? And then Sunday, I will print another one of these and make a whole list again for Monday through Sunday. Now, this is where I duplicate things. I do have a monthly weigh-in tracker. So I start my starting weight, what I would like to weigh at the end of the month. So each time that I go to Weight Watchers, I am going to list the date, the weight, my loss, if I gain, and any notes about how I achieved that weight loss or weight gain, which hopefully I'm not gaining, hopefully. But if I keep eating M&Ms, I will. I have a step tracker here, so it's the 1st through the 31st, and I can track if I walked 50 steps all the way up to 10,000 steps. And that is how I end my big book. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box. This book will be a new series, so check out the playlist, come back and look. I will be doing a tab playlist. Each video in that playlist will show different tabs and aspects and decoration and so forth. So I hope you come back and see how this book gets set up for the month of November. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit that video to the left and the video to the right. As always, stay safe and keep on planning.